back to school time, I thought it would be really fun to make my niece a personalized tote bag for school. And to create this project, you're going to be needing a medium-sized plain canvas tote bag, some multi-surface paint, and some contact paper. And the dies that we're going to be using for this project are Louis ABCs. Now to start off, I already pre-cut a piece of the contact paper and I taped it to my surface just so that it doesn't move around. And I'm spelling out my niece's name. Her name is Samantha, but we like to call her Sammy Love. And well, her middle name is Love, so that's why we call her Sammy Love. So I'm going to be spelling out the name Sammy with Louis ABCs. And I'm just lining it up here on this contact paper. I like this contact paper because it already has a grid on it, and it just makes it a lot easier for me to line it up straight. If you can't find this contact paper at your local dollar store, which is where I got it, you know, you could just purchase a plain one or one with a design, and then using your ruler you could create a straight line with maybe a permanent marker. So off camera I went ahead and I die cut the first piece, and now using the M and the Y I'm going to complete her name, Sammy. And also when you're doing this, if you're going to be using any of the letters A or E or O, you might want to save this little piece here, because we're going to need that when we adhere the contact paper to the tote bag so that we could get this perfect A shape. So I'm just going to set that aside and save that. So I'm just going to arrange the M right here, adhere that, and the Y. And I'm using a low-tack tape here. It's kind of like washi tape. And I'm using the Scotch brand tape. Now I'm just going to go ahead and run that through my Tote Bag. I'm going to run it through twice, only because my plates are a little old and I want to make sure that everything gets cut perfectly. Okay, and this is how it looks, and when I adhere this to the contact paper, this is how I'm going to be putting this little piece in, just like that. And that's her name spelled out. So once you have the name or anything that you want to be die cutting and painting onto the tote bag, you could just go ahead and peel off the contact paper from the backing and then just adhere that onto the tote bag. And what I realized after the fact is that I probably should have ironed the tote bag first so that it would be easier for me to stick the contact paper on, because there was a little bit of a opening here on the letter M, and I had to keep pressing down on it to keep it from popping up. But if I had ironed it, it probably would have been a lot easier, but I know that for the future because I probably am going to be making a couple more of these. Now I'm just going to put this piece of Lawn Fawn backing on top, and I'm just going to press it just to make sure everything's adhered. Just make sure there's no openings. Okay, now I'm going to be taking the paint that I purchased from Michael's. This is the multi-surface Martha Stewart craft paint. And now I'm just going to alternate colors, so I'm going to be using the pink and the purple. Okay, and once that's done, I'm going to go ahead and remove the contact paper before it dries. And remove the center here using a box cutter. And now with some scraps, I'm just going to be cutting out 2 little hearts, and the die that I'm using here is from the Home Sweet Home Lawn Cuts. And on both sides I just wanted to put a little heart so that it would be like for her name, Samantha Love. I was going to put 1 big heart on the bottom, but I thought it would be cuter for me to put 2 little hearts just on both sides. So off camera I went ahead and die cut that, and I'm going to be adhering it now to both sides, the S of the S and the Y. And this side had it was a little bit farther, so I'm just going to go ahead and trim off a little bit of that edge so that it's symmetrical on both sides. Just add a little bit of paint, and then I'm going to remove that. And then once you're done with the design on the tote bag, you could just set that aside to dry and you're finished. So I think that looks really cute, and I hope you enjoyed that, and thank you so much for watching.